right there on top of the moon. We could sit and do nothing.
Scorpio, it's your new moon reading, and we're just going to go ahead and get started. Are you distracting yourself from something that feels emotionally intense, or that that you fear may not work out, but it's like if you decided to take that risk, you really don't know what's going to happen, and so there's an element of some sort of self-fulfilling prophecies that have kind of come up during the last Mercury retrograde, as well as recognizing that there is this kind of internal block that's happening within you, based off of things that have happened, or situations that you've been in, but definitely also this sort of like, yeah, if I feel too intensely, if I go forward too far, if I do this, if I do that, and this has to do with, if you allow that sort of stormy Scorpio energy to sort of take over, you're almost afraid of what's going to happen. And this new moon is basically saying a couple things. A, you were made the way that you were made. Okay, and it is absolutely okay to feel, and as they say, the feelings are worth being explored, etc. But also, the only way to deal with that is to learn to alchemically transmute those feelings into something that is useful and helpful for you. Something as simple as learning to communicate differently. Something as simple as actually, I'm not going to say communicate differently. Communicate more effectively in the way of which you communicate. Does that make sense? You don't necessarily have to appease someone in your communication, but what you do have to do is learn is the whole point of communicating with other people is that you kind of find a common ground as far as sometimes language, or what the heck? There was like a little fly or something. But that distracted me. Anyway, you find a common ground in regards to, how you both function, how you and another person function, whether that be someone in your household, whether that be a coworker or whatever. It's like you find this kind of common ground of which you can understand the other person. That's really the point of communication. And so it's not that you have to communicate differently in a way where you're appeasing someone else, but if your emotions are getting too involved and it's almost like your emotions are preceding your actual words or your actions, then that's something that sort of needs to be sort of worked out. There's nothing wrong. It's not saying there's anything wrong with you. It's saying that this is something that needs to sort of be refined, I think is the word. There's a sort of wild energy, and this wild energy needs to be a little bit more refined. So anyway, I hope that is helpful for you. And if you would like more information, if this reading resonates with you, then go ahead and, DM me. Book a reading. All right.